Hey tennis fam, welcome back to the channel today. We're breaking down some major developments from the Canadian Open. And yeah, let's talk about that elephant-sized hole left in the draw. Yep, we're talking Carlos Alcaraz, Novak Djokovic, and Jannik Sinner pulling out before the tournament even kicked off. Let's get into what's going on, how it's impacted the event, and what the tournament director had to say about it all. So here's the scoop. The men's side of the Canadian Open was looking stacked until it wasn't. First came the news that Jannik Sinner and Novak Djokovic wouldn't be playing in Toronto. And just when fans were processing that ... boom. Carlos Alcaraz also pulled out. That's three of the sport's biggest stars gone in a flash. And yeah, that left a lot of fans and probably some tournament organizers feeling a bit deflated. But despite the star-studded no-shows, the tournament has actually been pretty great so far. We've seen some surprise runs, fresh faces, and intense matchups. So while the top-tier drama is missing, the quality of tennis is still elite. Now, here's where things get interesting. Nick Howell, the tournament director, spoke to the media during the event and he actually gave us a super honest look behind the curtain. Yeah, it's a really good question. The good news is that Sunday was sold out and nobody even knew who the matchups were. So tennis is doing extremely well in this marketplace. Okay, pause there for a second. That's actually huge. Even with the withdrawals, fans still showed up. That's a testament to how strong the sport is right now. But of course, Hale admitted that the withdrawals were disappointing. He added, "We've spoken to the players. We've spoken to the tour. Andrea Gaudenzi, the CEO of ATP, is coming this week, so we'll be talking about how to improve the situation." One major point he brought up, this year's event is part of a new 12-day format, so they're still figuring out the best way to make it work for players and fans alike. So while the absences hurt, it's not all doom and gloom. There's already talk behind the scenes about how to prevent this kind of triple no-show in the future. Alright, so if you're wondering when, are Alcaraz, Djokovic, and Sinner coming back? We've got good news. All signs point to them returning at the Cincinnati Masters, which kicks off August 7th. That event is basically the final tune-up before the US Open, which starts just a few weeks later. So yeah, it's going to be an important one for all three players to get back into rhythm, especially on hard courts. Let's be real. Having one of them out of an event is usually manageable. But all three? That's a tough break for any tournament. These guys have shared 7 of the last Grand Slam titles, so when they're not around, you feel it. Look, no one's blaming Alcaraz, Djokovic, or Sinner here. Injuries, scheduling, and personal priorities all play a role. There's no denying their absence has left a noticeable gap in the Canadian Open. Still, major props to the tournament for keeping the energy high. Tickets sold and fans entertained. Let's see how they bounce back next year and what changes the ATP might cook up behind the scenes. What do you think about these big-name withdrawals? Should the ATP consider a scheduling tweak? Or are we just seeing normal wear and tear? In a grueling season, drop your thoughts in the comments below. Smash that like button and hit subscribe so you don't miss any updates leading into Cincinnati and the US Open. Catch you in the next one. Let's talk tennis.